Anyways, this is Wolf from 4966. I'm coming to you from where I live. I'm in the car. I'm doing another car talk with you. It doesn't seem to... I hope it's focused. Anyways, might be my window. I don't know. Man, I need to clean that son of a bitch. Anyways, coming up to the 8th or 9th anniversary of my father's death. He passed away from his third or fourth stroke. They said third stroke, but they believe it might have been his fourth. After his first stroke, they had to put stents in his major arteries in his neck, and those stents were failing, so they had to put another set in there. And then I guess the second or third set of stents failed, and I lost them. But my aunt kind of told me that, look at the positive side of it, and I said, well, what could be the positive side of it? Very wise woman. And she loved my dad to death. That was her brother. That was her older brother. My dad was the older brother and took care of all his sisters. And he had one half brother and treated him just like a brother. But anyways, like my aunt told me, she said, he's better off now, John. He's not in pain. He was born with one leg shorter than the other. Not enough to be getting a shoe to correct it, but enough to get him discharged from the Army after they found out. He served for a while, so I was the next generation. I went Army too, so I guess I made me ninth generational Army, if you can consider Swamp Foxes. They were more militia, but they were a tough militia. The British didn't want to deal with my greats, They were mean and nasty, and they were killers. They're firm believers. Take 20 with me, man. If you're gonna kill me, I'm taking 20 of you guys with me. Sounds like a Marine, don't it? But yeah, I had some thoughts. I'm trying to think of them all because they're pretty deep and overwhelming. One is the PTSD. I hear these new generational saying, oh, they can have post-traumatic stress disorder. But see, they're listening to the acronym, post-traumatic stress disorder. It's not a designation for civilians. It's a designation for veterans. It's a nicer way of saying that, oh, he has wartime shell shock or shell shock. How my grandfather used to say, oh, baby, don't worry about it. He's having a shell shock, moment. Now he is having a PTSD, man. But I don't think you can get PTSD from being stressed out from the news or joining a violent riot. You can't get it from that. It's all bowl sugar honey iced tea, man. That's what it is. I stole that from the FR family, man. I think I like that better than the cuss word itself. Sugar honey iced tea. Figure it out. But I was watching Tom. Tom's doing some good stuff. I mean, I'm watching him and I'm going, hey man, I need to start vlogging every day, man. But Tom's doing all right. So is Philly in the Philippines. That's Brian. Can't tell you his last name, but everybody knows him. He's getting up there too. We're just getting our butt kicked by some of the people. I don't know what they're doing right, but they definitely got more subscribers. I ain't worried about it though, folks. If I was, I wouldn't be here still. I'm a stubborn ass, a stubborn arse SOB. Current updates. BT breaking traditions. He's no longer here in the United States. He's living happy with his newfound soon-to-be wife. I don't know. They're soon to be married. She is the nicest person in the world, and the best thing for him, man. May I wish and pray for better times for him and her. Well, her name is Betty, and I kind of mentioned it to him. I go, hey, my first wife was named Betty. He goes, oh man. I go, yeah. I go, but it's not a bad name. It's a good name. But Tom was doing updates on the Philippines and so forth about getting there, and man, like he said, man, I keep track of it all too, and things just change on a daily basis. Too much to really say, hey, here's a current update, because by the time this video comes out, that current update is null and void. I know so far you have to have 2 vaccines and the booster. That's American standard for letting you go. And Philippines is requiring 2 vaccines. But you know what? If you're in America and you got to get on a plane in America, you better have those 3 shots, man. Then you got to have the 35 max COVID insurance or health insurance, which is both. I think they come together now. They have a policy that comes together now. I don't know who carries it. I can't tell you who does. But last time I heard is you're paying about $50 a month. Oh, he did drive the truck. Anyways, that's my neighbor. He's coming back from running an errand, probably working, running an errand. But that's as far as I know about that. I mean, no, you need a passport, of course. What else you need? Okay, you have your CDC, have your, I guess it's a WHO vaccine certificate or something like that. I don't know about that one. I don't know how solid or in concrete that one is, but I know you need your CDC card if you're from America. What else you need? Okay, the insurance, the vaccine, the passport, maybe Tom message me and let me know. I'm pretty sure there's more than that though, but as far as I know here, and then of course, you got to have a return ticket. So a lot of people saying, "Oh, one way so cheap." Actually, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to pay the extra and get a round trip, ticket, because I think the easier way to go, but the more expensive way to go is round trip ticket instead of getting to the Philippines and then. Oh, hold on, spider attack. Oh, well, it's not the cheapest way, but it's the fastest way. Last time I had to have a return ticket, they looked at my boarding pass and then they looked at my itinerary and they said, "Okay, man, you're good to go." And then they stopped the guy behind me, the guy that had a throwaway ticket to go to Taiwan or something like that. He had to go to a different line, and I never saw him again, man. I blazed. I smoked him getting on the fucking plane. Excuse my language. I said "pock," right? Yeah. Anyways, that's how that part went down. Even with the new CDC and all that, they still haven't released my other video talking about all this pandemic mess. They still haven't released that because YouTube's going to be YouTube. They want to stay in control. It's all disappearing here in America. Anybody in the Philippines, it's like this. We have no lockdowns. We have no mandatory vaccine. We have no mandatory mask. We have nothing mandatory. So if you ran to the Philippines and you're afraid of that, guess what? That's only happening in the Philippines, not here. Because the Philippines is going to follow China, which is, I think, is a big mistake. I don't believe the Philippines has any business being in bed with or dealing with China. China just keeps screwing them over, and they just keep hoping for the best. And it's not going to work that way, folks. Well, he's walking out. He doesn't seem pissed. So he must have had a good day at work. Anyways, I'm going to let y'all go, man. This has been a little too long, but I got more coming. I'll save it for tomorrow. How about that? And maybe we'll do a walk around in the woods since everything's green. Everything's green and blooming. And me and all my neighbors are miserable because of the pollen count. That's the only thing is, it's pretty out here, but you got to deal with the pollen count. It'll kill you, especially if you're allergic, like we all are, man. We're all allergic to it. So it just makes things a little tougher, I guess. Hopefully we got through the major part of it. I don't know, but I know there's another wave of pollen coming. These trees are always there's like probably over 101 different varieties of trees and bushes around here, and they all take turns pollinating. So you got to put up with that part. And the mosquitoes and the bugs get really thick when it warms up like this. So anyways, folks, you have a good one. Know I love you, man. My brothers and sisters, love you all, man. And God bless. Hey, by the way, if you haven't subscribed and If you haven't yet, like, share, and subscribe. I just said subscribe. Anyways, I'll talk to y'all later, man. I love you. Be safe. Be cool. Love you.